So, hi. Um, I decided to do this. I decided to do it a long time ago, but it's just now that I'm getting around to doing it. Um, and what this is basically is just, um, I just decided that I should just share my stories, the stuff that I've been through the past couple of years, and yeah, just see what happens. So just bear with me, yeah. Name is Arya. If you didn't know, which you probably didn't, because why would you? Um, and right now I'm in Los Angeles, California, the beautiful state of California. And um, about 3.5 to 4 years ago, I moved from Iran to Dubai to go to school. And the whole point of this channel, the reason it's called whatever it's called, it's Diary of an International Student, is because I moved somewhere else for studying. So let's start it. So about like 3.5 years ago, when I was almost turning 18, um, for those of you who know and are have gone through the same thing, basically when you turn 18 in Iran and you're Iranian, then you have to go to the military unless you go to university in Iran. So I didn't really want to go to the military or university in Iran because I kind of thought that like I don't know, like I kind of thought I wouldn't be where I wanted to be if I like stayed there. So I decided to like leave, and I had the opportunity to go to Dubai because like since the day that I was like 4 years old, my family would travel there. I would go there. I knew the place. It was like a second home for me. So I spoke to my dad. I like talked to him, and it was like, yeah, just go and see how it works. So I went there firstly, and I went to ASD, which is the American School of Dubai, and then they gave me all these documents and all these folders and stuff, and they were like, go and like complete this and come back, and we'll see where it goes. So like I'm I'm all happy and shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and complete this and come back. So I go back to Iran for about like 2 months. I get everything done, and this is around um it should be around like August 2011. Yeah. So this was about like August 2011, and I get done with all the stuff that I need to do, all the paperwork that I need to bring for them, everything. And I go back to Dubai. I go to ASD, and then there's some lady there who's apparently the actual registrar of the school. And then she's like, I'm so sorry, but I don't know who told you this, but we cannot accept you into the school because you've never been in an English speaking school. And yes, I never had. Um, I finished high school in Iran. I got my diploma, but like English, I started learning it since I was like 4 on my own. Didn't really have any English education, so she was like, "We're sorry, we can't accept you." I remember that day was like one of the worst days of my life. I was like crying. I was pissed off. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I come out of the school, and then my dad is like, okay, this was the only school I would let you go to, but then obviously I was pissed off. I had my mindset on like leaving the country, on going somewhere else, starting a new life. So I was like, no, I'm not like there's no way. I need to like go to school here. I'll find somewhere else. So we went to Wellington, Wellington International School. I went in there. I remember it was under construction when I went there, and I like walked into the school, and they were like, go and walk to the sixth form. I went and walked to sixth form. Walked in there, everything was like laying around. Couches were like upside down because they were doing like construction. So like we went into the room, and two of the people who were like the head of the sixth form there, they sat down and spoke with me, and I spoke with them. They spoke with me. Like we spoke about the whole program, IB, blah blah blah. Done. And they were like, okay, we'll let you know if you can come to the school or not. So still at this point, like I have no idea if I'm gonna leave Iran and be able to go to Dubai and like continue or not. So I'm pissed off. Like we leave, and I go back to Iran, and like in a couple days, um, I remember like this is like because this was basically the moment that like my life basically changed. So like I remember, like it was like 9 p.m. My dad comes up. He's like, "Listen, you have two choices. You either have to go to Dubai tomorrow morning without like anything, like go pack right now, get up and go to Dubai, or you stay here." And like, just imagine for like a 17-year-old who like I had never lived on my own. I had never like gone to school on my own. Like everything obviously was with the parents. I always lived with them. I never lived in another country. So I had this choice to like leave everything behind and go straight to Dubai or stay there and like continue my studies in Iran. But the thing was I never wanted to do that. Like I did not want to stay there. So I was like, fuck it, like I'll go. So I went like in one night, like I did not do anything. I did not say bye to my friends. I could not make phone calls. Like I did not have time to do anything. So I just packed up next morning, got on the plane, left. I left. I went there. I already had an apartment there, and like everything was ready for me to go to school. But still, like you could imagine, like how scary and hard it would be. So I went there, and um, I went. I had to go with the taxi to buy like my own um uniform to get the stuff that I needed for school and like everything else. And the first day I start school, I walk into school and like it was one of the scariest things because like I did not know anyone in that school. And imagine if I'm walking into grade 12 where like 98% of the students were there from like couple years before, so they all know each other. And like some random Persian dude just like walks in and like goes into the sixth form, and like I remember I like walked in, went to my counselor, uh, and then as soon as I walked in, one of our students, an Indian guy, you know who you are, first guy I ever met in Wellington, um, he walks in. So Mr. Costa, the counselor, is like, okay, go show Arya around to school and show him where he has to go for his first like class. So this kid takes me around and shows me to my first class, and I literally just walk into the class, find like the furthest, most like at the rear seat in the class, and just go sit there. And like obviously, first thing like first person I actually saw when I walked into the class was this girl, and obviously turns out she's Persian. So I go sit in the back of the class, and like I'm not even paying attention to the class. I'm just trying to like see what this girl's name is, like basically all the stuff that like any other guy would want to know. So that was my first day, and like it's 9 minutes now, so I'm gonna stop this video. This is gonna be part one, and if people actually want to watch it, then I'll make more parts. But yeah, I just decided to make these videos. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know how this thing works. It's first time. Don't judge. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.